Thank you.
Good morning. Press meeting. When I hear Rahul Gandhi here in press conference na ito na personal lutuk lem lau kasi zona po ka azo tay tura kan ngaya ani here in Mizoram tana tilpoy mo near here te po aran sa ito na then ngin na te po nang mani truin appeal te po asiam tu ito na tuna amay ay kan kong hal ba yang Good morning. Amay talo ni ka. Hey, tukin zinga. October Staria. Press meeting. Pura Rahul Gandhi yan. Press conference di in local line in local bangin kan lo. Kan tupuan tu le kan soi du te dari na tina. Tu bangin in hen ahen masain lom tu kan han soya. Zuan zona questions te po indu zuan in zo tanga ma se personal ang mo ikang kaju in zo lo te po kan be se nga. Zuan in hey mizo de ufik kan ne bangin attend khati appoint attend khati ke ma hen na kita. Adina asoi to hian soi fia dona ni tin bulama te asuana turani bangin tuna hian amai hian in ahan address nga lang cheu over to you.
So what is the plan? Is it that I take questions, or would you like me to make a statement? What is
Your call.
Well, it's a pleasure for me to be here in Mizoram. I always like coming here, meeting the people. We had a very nice walk through Aizol yesterday, where large numbers of people came out, and I think people from all political formations came out in the walk, similar in spirit to the idea of Bharat Jodo. So that was very nice. And of course, I'd like to thank all the people of Mizoram. When I was disqualified by the BJP, they supported me and prayed for me, and I'm very, very grateful for that. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Yesterday I mentioned that.
Please, one by one, the gentleman will point out.
Please raise your hands. We will give chance to everybody. So you have raised first, and then you can ask. If it is a Miso question, Purema will translate it to Rahul Gandhi. Thank you.
Yesterday you mentioned that India will defend your culture, traditional and language. You said yesterday that how will you defend?
Well, the BJP and the RSS have a different vision of our country than we do. We believe that India is a union of states. All religions, all cultures, all histories need to be protected. The Congress party helped lay the foundation of our country. And we have a record of defending that foundation. The BJP is attempting to capture the entire institutional framework of the country. We believe that the institutional framework of the country, institutions of the country, belong to the people of India and not to one political organization. So essentially, our vision is one of decentralization, one of giving power to the people, and their vision is one of centralizing power in Delhi and taking all decisions from the center. So we will defend the idea of India by protecting the values of the idea of India, by protecting the constitution of India, by protecting the institutional framework of India, and by making sure that people, regardless of their religion, regardless of their history, regardless of their cultural background, can express themselves and have freedom and comfort to live in this country. And that's the idea behind the alliance called India. Also, it's important to realize that we represent 60% of India. We represent more people in the India alliance than the BJP does.
Sir, what will be the
Please just say your name and so I get a sense.
Sir, my name is Isaac Zorom Sama. I'm from All India Radio ISO. So, what will be the strategy of INDA to win back the northeastern state? So, and my second question is, we keep seeing Twitter posts as one particular northeast leader is attacking you and your party. So, he's also the chief minister of Assam. So, will the BJP northeast Himanta Biswa Sarma be able to convince voters in Mizoram if he's sent to campaign here in Mizoram?
Look, as far as what our strategy is going to be, I'm not going to be laying out our strategy in a press conference. That would not be very smart of me, and that's not something that I'm interested in doing. But broadly, I can tell you that the different states in the Northeast are being attacked by the BJP and the RSS. Your religious foundation, your languages, they're all attacked by the idea of the RSS. RSS believes that India should be ruled by one ideology and by one organization. And that is really what we are fighting against. We simply do not accept that and we do not believe that. We want the people of Mizoram to take decisions for their future. We want them to be comfortable. We want them to be comfortable in expressing themselves, in expressing their religious practices, in expressing their social practices. And we do not believe that Mizoram should be ruled directly from Delhi. We believe in devolving power to the people of Mizoram, and that's really the fight that is taking place. Look, if you look at the two political parties, right, the MNF and the ZPM, it's very clear that these are both entry points for the BJP. MNF is directly allied with them, and it's very clear that the ZPM is not fighting the BJP. It is in fact a platform for the RSS to enter Mizoram. You know, and I think that is what essentially the Chief Minister of Assam is doing for the BJP. He is acting as he's acting to help them with the cultural annihilation of the Northeast, right? With the destruction of the cultures of the Northeast. And we believe that the cultures of the Northeast, the languages, religion of the Northeast is central to the idea of India. Yesterday I said in my student interaction that what has happened in Manipur, right, is an attack on the idea of Manipur, but also a direct attack on the idea of India in Manipur. And that is, the Manipur model is the RSS model. We're not going to, unfortunately, allow multiple questions.
My name is Dedicated Fana and I'm a reporter from Doodarshan. So, as you know, Mizoram is a very pro-Israel state. And the recent CWC resolution regarding the Israel-Palestine conflict has, like many people regard this as support of terrorist group Hamas, and BJP also has spoken out on that. So,
Our resolution is very, very clear. What we are saying is that we are against violence of any kind. We do not appreciate any type of violence against innocent civilians, regardless of who does it. and how it is done. And that's very clear in our resolution. There's no question of condoning violence. Anybody who kills civilians is wrong, and any killing of civilians is a crime. That's our position. And we oppose any murder of innocent civilians, anywhere.
And the 25 seats from Northeast for the Lok Sabha election is very crucial, as well as for the upcoming Mizoram polls. So how is Congress, currently or now very weak?
Where?
In the state.
I would not agree with that.
How is your...
No, I would not agree with that statement. In fact, I am ready to have a bet with you that the Congress party is going to be forming the government in Mizoram. I'd happily do that. There's no question. It's quite clear that the people of Mizoram understand what is being done. The large contours of the election, the real question is the RSS going to control Mizoram? Yes or no? And the RSS has two ways of controlling Mizoram. One is the ZPF and the other is the MNF. The Congress party is ideologically opposed to the RSS. We will fight them tooth and nail, any corner of the country, wherever they are. They understand that, we understand that. So for them, these type of parties like the ZPM and the MNF, these are entry points. And the people of Manipur understand that, Mizoram understand that very clearly. Right? And that is why I'm confident that the Congress party will do very well.
No, here. After that, we will come to you, sir.
My name is Caroline, and I'm from DD News Mizoram. So, I have a question about the upcoming polls in the state. In the speech that you have made yesterday, you have spoken about the successful Congress leadership in Rajasthan, Karnataka, and others, especially concerning the youth and the healthcare schemes. And what can you offer for Mizoram that is unique to the state and different from what we have seen from the past? And can we expect youth health insurance cover of 25 lakhs like that is done in Rajasthan? Also, my second question.
No, let me answer that. And let's keep it to one question so everybody gets a chance. See, what we've been doing across the country, and this is very different than the way the BJP thinks about things. What we believe is in testing ideas. And then if the idea works, we believe in scaling the idea and moving the idea to the rest of the country. And what we've been doing is, in each one of the states where we have a government, we've been developing a vision for the people of that state. Now, you mentioned Rajasthan. Rajasthan today has the best healthcare policy in India, without any doubt. In fact, I would even say that Rajasthan as a state has one of the best healthcare policies in the world. 25 lakhs per person. Any type of surgery you need, whether you have cancer, whether you have heart disease, whether you have diabetes, it is all free in Rajasthan. And I think huge credit goes to the Congress party for developing that scheme. If we move from Rajasthan, we go to Karnataka. We've developed a structure of social security, five pillars: protection for farmers, protection for women, free bus tickets, cheap gas cylinders. And what we've designed is a social security system that protects the weakest people in the state of Karnataka. And it is universally accepted that the best social security program in the country today is in the state of Karnataka. I'm answering. I got to give you some detail also, right? And then if we move to Chhattisgarh, 2,500 rupees per quintal of rice. That's the highest price that a farmer gets in the country. And then also in Chhattisgarh, we've come out with a concept which is similar to some of the work that we are proposing to do here, which is essentially providing support to entrepreneurs, to weaker sections, to transform their life, financial support, banking support, technical support. So we are developing these different models in our states, and our idea is that when we come to power in Delhi, we will take the Rajasthan healthcare program and expand it to the rest of India. We will take some of the ideas from Chhattisgarh with regards to manufacturing, small-scale manufacturing, and expand them to the rest of India. We will take the social security program in Karnataka and expand it to the rest of India. Now, we've also developed a similar concept for Mizoram. And essentially, we're looking at old age pension, 2,000 rupees a month, gas cylinders at 750 rupees, and Tang Punya, which is economic empowerment for entrepreneurs and for people who have struggled. So this is some of the work that we're doing. It's work in progress, but we are confident that we are going to provide a vision for Mizoram that will help the young people of Mizoram. Yesterday in my walk, I met a young man who was working in an NGO, and he fights the drug menace in Mizoram. And I asked him, listen, why are drugs increasing in Mizoram? And his simple answer was unemployment, because we are simply not giving the people of Mizoram, young people of Mizoram, the ability to be employed. We are not creating employment, and that is why you have this drug problem. At least one of the reasons you have this drug problem. So we will focus on providing jobs for young people by developing entrepreneurship programs, by making sure the banking system is open to young entrepreneurs, and we will think about holistic development of Mizoram.
Yes. That will come to you, sir.
Yeah, I'm also from local press. I'm representing one of the reserve.
Let the gentleman finish.
Okay.
I am representing one of the reserve dailies. My question is maybe similar to the first question. There is anti-conversion law now in force in some states, including the state of Madhya Pradesh, which is going to the poll along with Mizoram. If you talk about love, you talk about hatred, you talk about social harmony, and all these things, intolerance, also enmity. We have post-Christian view, anti-conversion law, responsible for all these evils. So if your party is power in these states, in the coming election, what will you do regarding this?
Our position is very, very clear. It has been clear since the days of Mahatma Gandhi. We believe in the protection of people's rights. What people choose to believe in is their business, and it is their choice. I have been stating again and again in Mizoram that your religion, your history, and your culture is under attack. It is important that you understand the mechanism of this attack. The two opposition parties, the two parties here, MNF and ZPM, are instruments of that attack. They are going to be used by the BJP to enter Mizoram. MNF is already working with the BJP and the RSS. And the ZPM is no different. They are going to do exactly the same thing. Please look at the record of the Congress party. We are the party that brought the constitution. We are the party that has defended the right of religious minorities, and our record is clear for every single person to see. Your question, please.
Yes. So since the lights are out, I'd like to request for 2 questions, please.
Sorry?
I'd like to request if I can ask 2 questions.
We have 1 question per person, and the lights have come on, so.
So, what is your view on Mizoram government's support for Chin refugees from Myanmar? Right now, India is not a signatory of the Refugee Convention. Will this change if Congress comes to power?
Well, this is something that our local people here will have to answer. Look, as far as I'm concerned, my main point here is to focus people's attention and not to distract people's attention. Okay? And the message I want to give the people of Mizoram is very clear. The Congress party has a program, has a record, number one. Number two, both the parties, no matter what they say, the ZPM and the MNF are instruments for the BJP and the RSS to enter this state. The Congress party can never be an instrument for the BJP to enter because we are ideologically completely aligned against the BJP. So that is something the youngsters of Mizoram should think about. When we talk about an attack on the culture, or an attack on the religion, a lot of the questions that are coming here, the instruments of that attack are the RSS and the BJP and the parties that ally with them to allow them to enter the state. So when you're going to vote, keep in mind that the separation between the ZPM and the MNF and the BJP is not as deep as you think. The ZPM and the MNF are acting in the interest of the BJP, and both of them have admitted it. Both of them have said, MNF of course is directly allied with the BJP, and the ZPM has said that we will work with the BJP. It's very clear. So the youngsters of Manipur, of Mizoram have to understand two things. The most important thing for you is employment and a social security program that protects you, healthcare program that protects you. And as important as that is the defense of your culture, your religion, your tradition, the idea of Mizoram, which has been attacked in a state right next to you. Manipur has been attacked by the BJP. Manipur has been attacked by the BJP using local parties. So it is something that you must keep in mind. And the final thing I'd like to say is the Congress party is ideologically opposed to the RSS and the BJP. We have fought them 20 since when the RSS was born, and we will fight them till we are around.
Working for several media outlets. My question is, what are your plans to survive, to revive the Congress party in the Northeast, where your party is now marginalized? So, do you think that you can achieve that before the...
See, these ideas, you know, like the party is marginalized. Look, last I heard, the Congress party was marginalized in Karnataka. We smashed the BJP in Karnataka. Then I heard that the Congress party is marginalized in Telangana. Now I'm hearing the BJP is going to be smashed in Telangana. Then I heard Mr. Advani wrote that the laboratory of the BJP is Madhya Pradesh. We're going to decimate the BJP in Madhya Pradesh. BJP is a very strong party in Chhattisgarh. We have wiped them out of Chhattisgarh. We're going to defeat them again in the election. BJP is a very strong party in Rajasthan. Well, we defeated them the last time, we're going to defeat them again this time. Right? And we're going to do the same to them in the Northeast. Please do not underestimate the idea. There's a big difference between the idea of the Congress party, which is deeply embedded in the hearts of the people of Mizoram and the hearts of the people of the Northeast. And it's very easy for the BJP to portray using the media that they control, you know, such statements that our party is marginalized. It's not marginalized. Don't worry. Just be a little bit patient and see what happens in Mizoram.
Yes. No, here, we'll come to the side.
Mine is not going to be a political question. What is the Congress plan, you know, for weavers, the people at the grassroots level, the weavers, the artisans, the crafts,
See, it's important to understand first what the BJP is trying to achieve, right? Essentially, if you look at their policies, they are designed to attack and destroy small and medium businesses. GST is designed to help Mr. Adani, 3 or 4 of the biggest businesses, and to destroy the lives of small entrepreneurs, small businesses. Demonetization, again, designed to help the biggest businesses, destroy the lives of small and medium businesses. The farm laws, again, designed to help the biggest players and destroy the small players, right? Take the surplus away from the farmers, put pressure on the laborers, and use import and export prices to take money away from the farmers. So that's basically the strategy. Now, we believe that that strategy causes huge problems for India, because India simply cannot produce the jobs that are needed. Largest businesses, Mr. Adani doesn't produce many jobs. The bulk of jobs that are produced in our country are produced by small and medium businesses. So, in our view, small and medium businesses are the backbone of employment. And that's where you have to start if you want to revive India's economy. Okay? First of all, look at the banking system. How much of our public sector banks' money goes to Mr. Adani, and how much of it goes to small and medium entrepreneurs? So, one step that we would like to take is to shift that balance and to say, okay, there is a space for big players, but large amounts of money must also go to small and medium players. Second, every single district in India has something that they produce very well, traditionally, right? Every district in Mizoram, for example, must have a speciality. What are we doing to promote that? What support are we giving to the small entrepreneurs to help them to compete with, say, the Chinese? So these are the type of things that we would focus on, and I think the Tang Punya program is aimed at exactly the point that you're raising, at least here. If you're seriously interested in it, look at some of the work that we've done in Chhattisgarh, where we've gone district by district by district and targeted specific skills and specific products and helped entrepreneurs develop them.
Skilling is another
I think we should take it later.
Thank you. But that's an important question.
We have limitation of time. No, please. We have a couple of more questions we requested.
My question to you is that apart from Mizoram, there are other states which are also to undergo polling like next month. So at this point of time for Congress, how challenging it is to keep their positions intact when there is a most important election, that is 2024, as far as Indian alliance is concerned. And at the same time, we have seen the way BJP is campaigning, targeting Congress on the issues of corruptions, on dynasty politics, and other, there is vote bank politics.
Which party? What does Amit Shah's son do? What is he doing exactly? What does Rajnath Singh's son do? No, but I'm asking you the question. You're talking about dynastic politics. Last I heard Amit Shah's son is running Indian cricket. So, please be objective. Look at the leaders in the BJP and ask yourself the question what their children are doing. And you'll find that many of their children, Anurag Thakur, many of their children are dynasties.
How challenging it is for the Congress to keep their position intact as far as 2024 elections
Yeah,
are also concerned.
I'll answer your question. If you look at the states where we are fighting elections, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, and Mizoram, we're going to win in every single state. So it's not. I'm actually surprised. It's not challenging because when I go to Madhya Pradesh, I see a huge upsurge against the BJP. When I go to Chhattisgarh, I see huge support for our government's work there. The same in Rajasthan. So the people who are going to be having to hold on to their position is the BJP and not us. And I think if you look carefully at the opinion polls, you will find support for what I'm saying.
Yes, your question. Second last question, and then one more question, and then you'll be
do you believe the Congress party can win in this upcoming Mizoram election? And how many seats do you expect?
Well, I'm not, I can't tell the future, but I'm confident that the Congress party will do very well in these elections. I think there is a general tendency to underestimate the Congress party, and the Congress party is very strong in Mizoram. As an idea, it is very strong, and I think it will do well.
Last question.
So I'm Javed. I write for the Week and Manorama, and I'm a voter of Wayanad constituency. So yesterday in your speech, you mentioned that Manipur has become 2 states, and one of the main demand of the Kuki community is a separate administration. According to them, separation is the only solution. What is Congress party's stand on this demand?
Look, my point yesterday was that it is the first time in my political career that I have been to a state and literally when I went from one area, from a Kuki area to a Meitei area, no Kukis could come with me, and when I went from Meitei area to Kuki area, no Meiteis could come with me. So my point was that the politics of division and the politics of hatred has created a division in the state. And that division needs to be repaired. The hatred that the BJP has spread needs to be removed. And bridges need to be built between the two communities. That was my point about Manipur. And I framed it by saying that the idea of India, which is respect, love and affection between communities, has been destroyed in Manipur by the BJP. And that idea of India, where people respect each other, have affection for each other, needs to be repaired. That was my point.
Please, we have said, that we have adhered
It's also very interesting to me. It's very interesting to me, and I still don't understand it.
And also thankful to our leaders.
And I still don't understand it. Why has the Prime Minister of India not gone to Manipur till today? It's a puzzle that I cannot answer. He is the Prime Minister of our country. A state is burning for 4 months. The government has absolutely no control over it. The government has essentially surrendered, and the Prime Minister does not think that he has a responsibility to go to the state to try and calm things down. It's a shocking thing to me.
Thank you very much. And the press con. No, please. I think
I'll handle it. Well, thank you. You've asked a question. Now I've got to go for the public meeting. Thank you very much. Once again, it's always a pleasure for me to come here. I think after the elections, I will come here for a longer trip. I think I need to travel a little bit in the northeast. I need to travel in Mizoram and meet as many of the people of Mizoram as possible. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Please keep in mind that this election is about your development. It is about a vision for the future of Mizoram. But it is
Our esteemed guest for the day is anticipated to clear the paths for the Indian tribal people. However, I hope everyone is aware that Mr. Rahul and his father, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi visited Lunglei back in 1987. And today, the residents of Lunglei gives a felicitous welcome to Mr. Rahul, much more than back in 1987. At the same time, our memories flows to the hefty heart of our late Prime Minister, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, who architected the peace process between India and Mizoram. Okay, I won't squander any time since everyone is aware that Mr. Rahul had a tight schedule. So I shall call upon Reverend Bila Rinoma to offer our service to God's hand by reading the Bible and praying.
Hey, when I hear program khanin Bible chirle trong trai ti top khani ma se min som lain hun seron mangro antia chumi tur chuan kain buat saya chu van pastor ho te chu Bible chirle trong trai ringut chu kan thiam lawa tu wa chuanin kain buat sai na hi chu ka soi tho tho don ani ka hain lo he don dia Hey, voi na hianin alomom khop mai. Now, first of all, I am so grateful to God who enables me to be here in this occasion, and also thankful to our leaders who invite me to conduct these devotional hours. And I should say that I am very fortunate to sit together with Mr. Rahul Gandhi and his friends, I should say. And many times I have seen and watched the roadshow he had done Kashmir to Kanyakumari. So I have seen many times the interaction he had done with the university students. Seeing and listening his speech, I do hope that he will be our national leaders in near future. This I hoped. So let the Almighty God strengthen to go forward. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, I wish you to go forward in your political journey. Let the mighty blessings bestow upon you throughout your life. Pathian tu thiang lim lo ngai thang u. Mun thuma ka la kho ma se ka keu don lawa ta hen ka ziak hi ka chiar top top don ani. Lalpa in pathian tan nam thiang lim in ni sia leilunga nam aluana apual big Nitura lalpa in pathian ne than cheu in ni a namdang aya in tamawangin lalpan in chunga amangai na fuk tira athang cheu ni lova namdang zong nam zong zonga nam tlem ber in yesin lalpan amangai cheu awang le in pile putene na chia acham chu len adu wang zok asin ramin abo chiat chuan pui pa te anin thak jutrin. When a country is rebellious, it has many rulers, but a man of understanding and knowledge maintains order. Diktaka lalin ro rel chuan ram apui suya, tham nalak chuan ram achetrin. By justice, a king gives a country stability, but one who is greedy for bribes tears it down. Rorel tuin dot tu angai san chuan achialo te zong hi ansual train. If a ruler listens and lies, all his officials become wicked. Kan pathian tuan siar tak a khan pathian in Israel te ngai tu a amanga ina kai hruai ang mai hian ke ni zofa te poi min mangain min kai hruai ani namdang ai in tamawang ni loven amanga i cheu wang le ti in kan hu a heta hian ti tur poi mo tak zofa ten kan ne ni ti hi chiang kop mai hei political party tin ten rin om na dik na wai sen na mangai na akeng tel tur ani a kan ria reng tur chu kan ram ti pui sui tur le ti ma son tur hian policy thangot thian ma son na thlen lova pathian thu hian khang policy kha alia khu nge nge tur ni chuwangin ma son na tak taka thlen theina tur chuan mi ring te mit mu mai ni lo pathian mit mu po rin om na hian kan ram kan khotlang kan chung kwa le kan ni mal nun ma son na thlen nge nge don ni chuwangin rin om na le dik na nen ram kal siam hi siam itumang party tin te hian ma ni tin san le tum kan nei theu mai chu tin san therengin ma an la tur po ni a voina hian pathian in eng party po ro rel na do sana da ma sela a chunga mi te hianin an zirlova adu lo zong an ti chuanin apai thamai trin aniti Israel fa te kan mu chuwangin kan trong kam man te hi film khurangai le a khoilai mo party mi le sa pani khat lo trong u chuak deute mo kha nin apum pui hi atiming chetrin ani chuwangin kan trong kam man te po hi I film khurang u hei thale loka kan in thang don kha ni chumi tan chuan thei top kan suat tlang theu kha ni ma ni nang hei INC party point voina tangin thei topin tan la chodon kha ni pathian nen campaign ang che uti hi kadu tlatani hei ka soi du tlatani voina hian party dang te point na sa takin an beyang amai ro chu ta chon thei topin chomi dang te soi chiat vak hi atul lo chuwangin adik lo chu dik ni mai ro se ato bera chuan mason na tak khen turin patria nilovin pathiana rin om ula chumi rin om chu pathianin malasom em don ni tamwang nilovin mangai na wang zo ka nama min siam tu le din tu la ka hian irin om thewang ti chuan lalpa lung oi phot chuan lan ka inom nge yang ti po hi ringula campaign in chuak le in lut hi lalpa in lia khu cheu ro se I trong tryang let us look to God in prayer. Almighty God, our heavenly Father, we give thanks unto you for giving us a new day. As we get gathering together here, we pray that thou, Holy Spirit, be in our midst. Dear Father, whatever we do today, be acceptable in your sight. We also give thanks unto you for you have brought our brother Rahul Gandhi and his friends here in our midst. Dear Father, I pray for him that you'll be his guide and protector wherever he goes and whatever he do. Give him mercy and safe return journey up to his home. Lalpa voina local khom zong te hian kan tia piang hi riat pui tlak kan ti theina turin กันริลรูกันไงตัวนะฮีมินปอลเทวังเจลลิสวคริสตามินกันดีละเจอาเมนกะโลเม
Okay, thank you, Reverend Bilerin Oma. Moving on, I'd like to immediately invite Mr. Zaudin Tuanga, the CLP leader, to give the welcome address.
Pu Rahul Gandhi, MP, former President, Indian National Congress. Pu Bhakta Charandas, General Secretary in charge Mizoram, CWC member. Pu Lalsota, President, MPCC. Pu Gabriel Walang, MLA, Meghalaya. Lunglei District, MLA candidate Zongzong Te, District Congress Committee, Kanho Tu Tele. He program lo tling na turatana block unit mahila atang rongkal zong te in zavain kan lo welcome chewa voina lunglei khopuya pu Rahul Gandhi kan huak chok thei he lunglei district mi puite kan ni lo in kan van nei le ani kum sang ni le pariat election lai khan pu Rahul Gandhi ten rongkala Kati hun lai khan tui real haidel project te referral hospital te NLUP te min ron tiama chung chu kan ti lo tling vekane voinia India rama Christian te kan chep ema kan tuar na sa chuta changa India ram pum puya secularism sa kho zelan na a om theina tura min champion pui turam ha lahi achunga kan lom ani nimin mai khan aizola pu Rahul Gandhi hian Raj Bhavan kota thu asoya sentence khat chia ka kuat dua I quote there is one thing I want to leave you with it is that we will defend your culture your religion and your tradition for us it is more important than anything else atine pu Rahul Gandhi hian kan sakhuana te kan culture te kan tradition te min hum him tuma ma alahi achunga hian kan lomani I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Gandhi and his esteemed family for the love they have for Mizoram and its people. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zaudin Tuanga. As we previously stated, Lunglei welcomed an illustrious guest, Mr. Rahul Ji, in our presence today. In addition to him, we have the President of Mizoram Pradesh Congress Committee, Mr. Lal Sota, and the Lunglei District Indian National Congress candidate. Therefore, the Mahila and the LDCC Vice President would like to provide a gift to each and every one of them in honor of their being here. So firstly, I shall ask Mr. Lal Nuntara, LDCC Vice President, to present Mr. Rahul Ji a gift. Mr. Rahul Ji, may I request you to kindly stand from your seat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ole tunat swan mahila lamachagin pangpar candidate ne nale kan president pulal so ta ne na lan na te kan ne yanga indotin ron swak zel sela.
O kong ayin kan puan na piang te loading sila may siya trangin nila Lunglei South lama ANC kan candidate P Miriam El Sang chal loading sila kut lo beng South tui pui West tui pui kan NIC candidate pu ni har kan ti chak ma an din zo ve kan ron pe don ne adot lea Thorang constituency ANC candidate pu Zaudin Tuang ral te Lunglei West ANC candidate pu PCL Than Liana kut beng zelang Lunglei East INC candidate Pu Joseph Lal Himpuya. Ole, when I hear kan soi ta kang khan puan mai kan nem. Sorry, Lunglei North kan candidate Pu Eric Arjo Muan Puya. Chuan MPCC kan President Pulal Sota Lauding Vesela Lau Lo Mila o Mahila Ten Pangpar. Chuan Reverend B Lalrin Omavena Hun Sermin Man Saktu Lauding Vesela. Pu in petona. Okay, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, please rise up from your seat.
Thank you.
Pangpar khalo mem o. Ole, kan lo me. Thank you.
Tuna chuan Mizoram Pradesh Congress Committee Chairman Pulal Sota introductory speech soituri nilaw somang.
Pu Rahul Gandhi, Pu Bhakta Charandas, kan candidate zaom tak te, Hun Sermin Pan Saktu Reverend, kan Helai Lunglei mi pui zong tele, min lo ngai chatu zong te, với là hiền chỉ bày các buộc châu này, thu tối tế introductory speech chẳng châu, Pu Rahul Gandhi lâu cả vangin, ani chung chang vi cả lệ, Mizoram politics tối tế soi cái đùa, ani hiền Pu Rahul Gandhi hiền sang cái zakwa somriat paruka somriat pasarianen helai lunglei hiền ở lâu cả anu lệ pa tên này lâu cả ni mà se anu hila dam mà se apa chu kan hiền phek angin van doi chak takin om talo ani kha chu wangin lunglei hi apate nu tene dam taka anon kalve to na ania wangin angai na em ani ti kha kan soi masa tin ni chin lok khanin aizola press conference kan neya thupoi mo tak asoi zinga hian toy te han soi tul kan neya BJP hian Indiaram state tina lu atuma ama puala party pui chu Mizoram chuan antet awangin lu na tura angai lawa lu na tura angai chu tuna tho pui MNF party le ZPM hi alu na tura angai ani awangin ZPM hian national party thopui ve an du awangin an la thopui nge yang ti kan hlawa kan ringrel bok ani tin BJP party hianin India rama har sana tam tak min thena chu wang chuan keini hian chuan Mizoram mi pui hian Mizo Christian te kan sa khua te kan nun dan kan culture te khang zong te kha kan hum him do du ta ta wangin BJP tho pui hi him lo ti kan pia chu tiang din mu kan din ta ka chuan ti tur pakhat kan ne ni chu ti tur pakhat kan nei chu eng tika ma BJP ne na thok ngai lo tur Congress party hi Mizoram mi pui hian kan vote ve ka ngai ni กันดิเดตตอนตารันแต่ปรุกแต่ขาคงไอ้ตะกินลุงเลยมีปุ๋ยลุงเลยดิสตริกมีปุ๋ยแต่เฮียนมินเราโวตตูริงกันเงินเจ้าว่าสุรการฮีอภัยโมเอมอวางินสุรการอาจังเฮียนรำกัลดานเองกิมเองทุ่งไฟเวกอันนี้จู่วางินกันมีปุ๋ยแต่พอหาชัวเอาหุ่นตักเสตาไว้น่าเฮียนก็สวยดูจู่เองก็ติงบีเจพีเฮียนยูนิฟอร์มซิวิลโค้ดเตและทิลดังมังอินเดียรัมอรุณเฉาตักกันตีส่วนเกนี้พอเห็นการมัวนี่การคริสต์มาสนี้เตสูGood Governance Dayอันมังมิโซรามากันปะเทียนนี้กันซันเดย์เตสูเซ็นทรัลละมาตั้งอาโลไงไปบอกโลนะอมชินาฟวางอินเซ็นทรัลมินิสเตอร์เตอันโลกลาหุ่นไปบอกตักอันนั้นมังทีนั่นนี่ที่ลุยในอินโลเทโลอินกันมินิสเตอร์เตเลยกันออฟฟิศาร์เตพวกข้าขนาดกะละไงนี่ซอยอินเฮตียนันรตอลูตันนี่จู่ซงเตวังชวนกินีชวนกันสักขวาเละกันถ้าเราโคเวลฮีไอ้โปตัดอันนี้ติกันเจียนบกอวางินกันสักขวาให้กันง่ายไปหมดมากันสักขวาหิมนัตุรตานะ secular government ในฮิกันตัวกุมตามตะข้าคองเกรสงวยอ่ะจะเล่นตะกินกันมิสซนารีเตเองกิมาฮาร์สันในลวินกันลวมทีนะ foreign contribution regulation act มาตูนะฮาร์สันในเตฮีคองเกรสสุรการฮินเดียร์มาอรันชัวเลชวนอังไงเตอินกันอมเลเทโดนะกันมิสซนารีเตพอฮีตูนอังขวาคิร์เลลาวด์เร่งอันอมังฮีอันตาชวนบอยชวนอันนี้เราเทงโดนอันนี้จังปุยนะเฮียปุยหมัวจังปุยนะฮีตูโปะจังเปียงเนี่ยนะเป็กตุรจีอันนี้เฮลัยฮีอุลุกอวาร์ตักินกันสอยตัวไอโซละทิลปุยหมัวตักมินพวนสักตัวจู่กันพวงเละลกงะปะขันนาชวน All Age Pension ให้ฮีมีประคัดเน่นะมีประคัดเน่นะสางนิเซลชัดตินเป็กตูรินคองเกรสกันสุรการชนกันเตียมันนี่ตินไว้นาแก๊สเจงซิลินดาร์ประคัดเจงสังขัดจวงกันเลยทินฮีกินีชวนสุรการินาจันปุยนาเปยินเจงจะสริเลสมงาอินอันเลยไทยโดนนี่ข้างขนายไว้เตมีเนี่ยลุงเลยเฮียน development อินมาโมติกันเพียลุงเลยคว้ารัวอดเละท่านเอ็มง่ายตะกะเราตีซงเตตานคองเกรสกันสุรการชวนคองเกรสตานตีตูร์อัตมมันนี่กะเราไม่
MPCC President Pusota Tsunga Kanlome. We are now welcoming Mr. Rahul Gandhi ji, who is highly anticipated to give a speech.
Hello, Chair.
Okay. Bhakta Charan Das ji, Lal Sauta ji, Ralte ji, leaders on the dais, candidates, party workers, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome all of you here today.
Bhakta Zomtak Pulal Sota Zodin Tluangale Hetilaya kan party Shwaitu at Tutna Sanga Tu Zongzongte in Zavain Tibai Kabuk Katseu.
It's always a pleasure for me to come to Mizoram. It brings back old memories of mine from when I first came here in 1986.
Sangkat zakwa somriat pasaria kalau kalkha karechua ka katan chuan Mizoram ron kalhi ngai tuana thar min pe a kalung atilenga min tilim thin ani.
And at that time, Mizoram was transitioning from violence to peace and harmony.
Khati hun lai khan Mizoram borwa kain lum let me ka boy na le har satna tangin rem na lampanin nakal me ka.
And you got your statehood in 1987, so it's been quite a long journey.
Sangkat zakwa somriat pasaria state puitling in launita a akong athui vele ani.
Of course, there are the younger generation here who has never seen violence in Mizoram.
Tuna hian thalai zok te Mizorama mang an na le tharum thon om lai shelo in oma.
But I'm sure the older generation knows the cost of violence.
Ma se a upazok te chuan tharum thona she om zia rem na om lo she om zia in she chiang in karing.
So it's very important that we remember that any progress is always built on peace and harmony.
Chu wangin kan chin chia tur poi mo tak chu mason na reng reng hi rem na le muan na nga chana nei chi ani ti hi ni.
Some months ago, I walked from Kanyakumari to Kashmir on the Bharat Jodo Yatra.
Man deu khan thaing mo zat kal ta kha Kanyakumari atangin Kashmir thleng ke in kakala.
And the idea was to fight the hate-filled ideology of the RSS and the BJP.
Katumber chu ke akakal na chan chu RSS in huat na mishing te thinlunga an tu ti re na tur khan ani a.
The ideology of the RSS is a direct threat to the Union of India.
RSS in ha chan an ideology hi India ro puina ta na lau thon om ani.
For us, each state has its culture, its tradition, its religious practices. And for us, these are foundations of the idea of India.
Keini tan chuan state tin hian dam kal phung le zia le sa khwa aneya chu Congress keini tan chuan kan ngai poimo lungthum poimo ber ani.
For us in India, where people are scared to practice their religion, where people are scared to speak their language, where people are scared to follow their tradition, is not an India we're interested in.
India ram mani tong ngam lo naram mani nam zia man swa ngam lo naram mani sa khwa mani pathian chi bai buk ngam lo naram ani chuan chu tiang ang chu keini chuan kan India ram kan mu ve dan le kan du dan ani lawani.
And if one looks carefully across the country, one can find already the results of the ideology of the BJP.
Uluk takatuna hian kan thia chuan India mun shanga chutiang ang ideology RSS ideology wanga har satna shang ron thlengte kan hufia thein karing.
And possibly one of the best examples of what the ideology of the BJP can do is what has happened in Manipur.
BJP ideology ina athil tum chu chiang takin Manipur athil senga kan huthoin karing.
Hundreds of people have died. Countless women have been molested. Children have been killed. Property has been burnt. But the Prime Minister of India still has not visited Manipur. Manipur.
Mitam tak thainan oma, may chetam tak ngai sakinan oma. Chuti chung chuan Prime Minister chuan Manipur voi khatma alat lolawani.
It is almost as if the state of Manipur is not part of India. That the Prime Minister does not think it important to go and visit it.
Tiang ang vel hian ngai thua theyang kan Prime Minister hian Manipur hi India ram chunga mi angin am ulawani. Chutiang wang chuan tlo pot lo lawin ngai sak alolawani.
So I want to state right at the beginning of my speech that the single most important thing for us in the Congress party is the protection of the tradition, the language, the religion of the people of Mizoram.
Chu wangin ama saberin ka soidu chu Congress Party hian kan ngai poimo chu nam sang sangin an nam zia te an nam trong te le an chin than te zalen taka an sa khwa te an biak thei hi kan ngai poimo ber pakhatani.
And for the youngsters of Mizoram, if you want to judge who is fighting the BJP, please look at who the BJP attacks.
Eng hinge thalai ten in shiatatan eng hinge BJP hiana do ber ti in shiat do chuan tu te hinge dowa tu te laka nge ma alak ti atangin kan she theyang.
The BJP has no problem with the ZPF or the MNF. ZPM, sorry.
BJP hian ZPM le MNF laka hian eng ma harsat na le chati lo na anei lawani.
They are perfectly happy if either of these two parties rule Mizoram.
BJP chuan MNF mo ZPM mo hi Mizoram a sarkar se anlom em me donani.
And there is a reason for that,
Chu chu achana ma
which every young person in Mizoram should understand.
chu kan thalai ten Mizoram thalai ten kan shiat fia angai ani.
The BJP and the RSS view the MNF as an entry point into Mizoram.
BJP le RSS te hian MNF le ZPM te hi Mizoram akwa an show thei na tur kong zau taka an putlatani.
They view the ZPM as an entry point into Mizoram.
ZPM po Mizorama an lu thei na kong in hong angin an huani.
They know that if either of these parties is ruling Mizoram, their work can continue in the state.
An shiad reng chu MNF mo ZPM mo Mizoram an sarkar chuan an nahi tluang takin Mizoram a hian an thok thei don ani ti.
Please realize that they plan for the long term.
Thil pakatin siya tura ka du chu hun thui takhun lolakal tur hi BJP te hian an thlirani ti hi shethia mula ka du ni.
So a vote to the MNF is actually a vote to the BJP.
MNF I vote chuan BJP I vote ani ti lo in shedonya.
And it's the same. It's because you have to understand that these parties will deal with the BJP.
In siya thia mangai chu chu tiang chia chuan ZPM po niya heng party te hian BJP du danin an kaldon ani.
They are perfectly happy to have a relationship with the BJP.
Anni party te hian BJP ne na inkung kai na nei hi an niya lawin an limpui em zo kani.
The Congress party ideologically can never have a relationship with the BJP.
Kay ni Congress Party ideology a chuan eng tika ma yan BJP nen yan kanin kung kai thei don lavani.
And it is impossible for us.
A thei na thei lo shim shimani kan ta chuan.
Because the core of our DNA is ideologically opposed to the core of their DNA.
Achan chu Congress chungril DNA chungril takle BJP DNA chungril tak hi a in haltat ani.
And that is what the BJP and the RSS want to exploit. They are perfectly happy that one of these parties runs Mizoram so they can continue their work of attacking your culture, your religion, your traditions.
Chu wang chuan BJP na tumber chu ZPM mo MNF mo sarkar chuan in namzia te in trong te in sa khwana te hi an thei to pin an nek chep zel thei don ani ti khan shiani.
At the same time, it's also important for you to understand what these political parties are offering the people of Mizoram.
Chu ba ka shia tur poi mo chu heng political party te hian mi pui te ta ning e chop chuan nei ve ti kan shia ta ngai ni.
And the record of the MNF is in front of everybody to see.
MNF record chu kan zawaya mu thein a oma tarlani na oma kan shevekani
Rampant unemployment,
na mu turat a om lawa unemployment na mu lo tam tak tu na kyan an oma
complete failure to crack down on drugs,
drugs kapturin thachak na nei tok lawa drugs alware mema
250 young lives extinguished in 5 years.
mi zani le som nga chuang drugs sawangin no pangte ten borala.
And at the same time, the MNF openly supports those that are attacking the idea of Mizoram.
Chutian ni lai chuan langsar takin India ni na sa ko zalen na le namtin zalen taka khom thei na chu do tu te chu langsar takin MNF ya na thopui a support me kani.
They have overseen a disaster in healthcare where they have failed to release the funds that belong to you.
Healthcare rasitrisel na lamani se kanchan votur healthcare lampang pek tur po mi puiten in sang zo lava.
And you can see the state of the infrastructure, the state of the roads in the state.
Kan infrastructure shang kan enin kan kong chiat zia te po kan huani.
From our perspective, it is very important that we place in front of the people of Mizoram a vision for the state.
Kay nila matang chuan poi mo kan ti em chu Mizoram mi puite tan hian mathlir kan chop turani ya Mizoram state tan hian mathlir kan chop turani.
And we have a record to demonstrate that.
Chuan record kan nei boka atakin enge kan ti to ti hi atakin hu theina om boka ni.
Lengpui Airport in 1995,
Sangkhat zakwa somkwa panga Lengpui airport kan siama
Rajiv Gandhi Stadium at 2010,
Sang ni soma Rajiv Gandhi Stadium kan siama
Mizoram State Cancer Institute,
Mizoram State Cancer Institute kan siam boka
Zoram Medical College,
Zoram Medical College po Congress malak na niya
new land use policy in 2011.
Sang ni som pakata NLUP kan sem chuak boka
So, I am not speaking empty words here.
thu mai chau ka soi lawat ka kan ti te ni tu na khan karon sei ni.
And if you look at the states where we are governing, Rajasthan, Karnataka and Chhattisgarh, you will see that for each one of these states, we are providing a vision for the future.
Kan sarkar na mun Karnataka ate mun shang state shanga in sianga chuta chuan mi te tan ma chop that tak kan chop thina ni.
In Rajasthan, we have one of the best healthcare systems in the country.
Rajasthan a chuan healthcare system shisel na enkol na chabber kan ne ani.
The poorest people can access 25 lakh rupees for treatment of any disease.
Ar mire theiber te poin an mani in enkol natan nuai somni panga thengan mang theini.
Free medicines.
Dam doya thoni nandonga.
And it doesn't matter if you have heart disease, cancer, diabetes, anything. It is all treated in Rajasthan for free.
Eng nat na po ni se, zun thum po ni se, bi pe sang po ni se, lunglam nat na po ni se, eng nat na po ni se, Rajasthan chunga ngai khan, a thonin enkol an ni.
In the rest of the country, our sisters pay 1,000 rupees for a cylinder of gas. In Rajasthan, they pay 500 rupees.
India mun state danga chuan min sang khat chuang gas bur khat leina tanan man lain Rajasthan Congress sarkar na chuan gas bur khat leina cheng sanga chawan bangani.
In Karnataka, we have set up the best social security system in the country.
Karnataka a social security system chabber kan set up boka
2,000 rupees every month to women, free bus travel for women, money directly being transferred into the bank accounts of farmers. These are some of the ideas that we have successfully introduced in Karnataka.
Lotling takathil tito kan nei te chu mei chetin tan cheng sang ni tran puina an account a lut thei ngal chi te chuan kut na thok tu te tan po a an account a tran puina lut thin te tin bas kalna a thonin mei chetan big po bas chuan thei ani.
Chhattisgarh farmers get the best rate for paddy in the country, 2,500 rupees a quintal.
Chhattisgarh akut na thok tu ten an thai chi chin tur po a rate chaberin
2,500 quintal.
quintal khata sang ni zanga chawin an lei thei ni.
And at the same time, we've opened 377 English medium schools for the poorest people of Chhattisgarh.
Chuti ni rual chuan are thei ber te kal thei na tur English medium school zathum som sari pasari ngot kan hon sak to bokani.
In the same way, we want to propose to the people of Mizoram a vision going forward.
Chuwang chuan Mizoram mi puite hiya tan hian matlir that tak ron chop chua hi kan duani a malampan ti chu hi kan tumani.
After demonetization and a flawed GST, it has become very difficult for the people of Mizoram to get employment.
GST le paisa ti thi demonetization ani atang khan Mizoram mi puite tan hian na mu har ta em ani.
Demonetization and GST are designed to help the richest people in the land like Mr. Adani.
GST le demonetization kan ti hian atum ber chu mi hausa sa India rama mi hausa sa te ti hausak zwal hi ni.
That is why we have proposed Tang Punya, economic empowerment for our entrepreneurs.
Chu wangin
Tang Punya.
chu wangin Trang pui na kan ron duang chua ka mitin jan pui thei turin atanga piang an din chua thei na turin Trang pui na hi kan ron chop chua ka ni.
Direct support to small businesses, financial support, banking support, technological support.
Atakin na thoka piang tetan until tia piang a vok an vula niya mo sum en kol na laman niya mo dora niya mo directin an mani ne na khan chan pui na pek na thei turin kan ron duang ani.
And as our PCC president stated, we are going to reduce the price of cylinders to 750 rupees.
Ni china kan president ina soito ang khan gas burman po hi cheng za serayat la thadon ani.
And a government that does not protect its elders is not a government that's doing its job.
Sarkar mani kum upalamte hum hallo le en kollo chu anha thok thalavania.
That is why we are going to give age-old pension of 2,000 rupees a month to all our senior citizens.
Kan senior citizens te tan hian pension thatin cheng sang ni kan pedon bokani.
But I think the most, from my perspective, the most important thing is that one listens to the people of Mizoram.
Hey hi katana ka ngai poi mo em chuni a sarkar hian zoram mi puitet o hi angai thatura ni ti hi.
I'm less interested in telling you my man ki baat and more interested in listening to your man ki baat.
Keima thin lung du zong ron soi chia mai chuan in thin lung du zong te ngai thak ka du zo ka ni.
So anytime you need my help in anything, I'm available to you.
Eng tiglai point ka tran puin mamo ni chuan in tan ka om renge.
My relationship and my family's relationship with you is not a new one. As I said when I first started my speech, I came here in 1986 as a 16-year-old boy.
Mizoram le ke mani inkar kanin kung kai na kanin lai chin na hithil thara nilawa ni china ka thu karon soi tran tira karon soi to ang khan no pangte kanin karon kal to a.
Of course, as people of Mizoram, it is your duty to protect your culture, your tradition, your history, your religion.
Mizoram mi puite ni na angin he mo phur na hin chunga in hata in ham zia te in ham trong te in sa khwa na hum him te hi in mo phur na ani.
But as someone who is emotionally connected to you, who considers himself as a family member, it is also my duty to protect your religion, your culture, your tradition and your history.
Keima ang chung ko pakhat ang ngai tu te tan pon nang mani nen hian chung khat ang kan nia wangin in ramin namin sa khwa hum him te kamo ani tel ve ani.
Frankly, I do not know any other way than that one.
Kong dang eng ma dang ka shelo tu na ka seiba khatsu.
For me, the real asset of India is your tradition, your culture, your history, your religion.
Katan chuan India hi aro puina le ni na diktak chu ram tina nam tina na nam tinina nam zian neite nam trongan neite an sa khwa na te hi ni a.
Our diversity is our biggest strength.
Kanin an lo na tak nam shang shang trong shang shang kan om na te hi kan ro pui na ani a.
Our different religions, different traditions, different languages, these are all our strengths, not our weaknesses.
Kan sa khwa na inang lote, kan trong in ang lote, kan nam chin zia inang lote hi, kan chak lo na nilawin India ram chak na zo kan hi kati kay chuan.
So please consider me as your partner and your soldier in Delhi.
Chuwang chuan kay hi nang mani tran pui tu in kut kaya kal pui tur cheu kan hi ti himin pom turing ka nge na cheu.
And finally, I'd like to leave you with the most important thought. The BJP and the RSS want their idea to enter Mizoram.
He ngai tuan na nen hian ka thu soi hi ti top ka dua BJP le RSS te hian an ngai tuan an ril rusuk le ki Mizoram a hian luang lut ve se an ti ani.
They know that if they come direct